Hey y'all, I am at Petals From The Past, my favorite nursery in the world. Tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm here to get my birthday rose. For 20 years at least now, I always come here on my birthday. When I worked here, I was already here, but come here on my birthday and get a birthday rose. So I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to get today, but I'm excited to be here. I'm also gonna get a few other things. I got a list, so I wanted to bring y'all with me to celebrate my birthday with me. Hey y'all, I am back from Petals From The Past. I ran inside, changed my clothes really quick because I want to get some seeds started. Let me show you guys what I got. I was going to show you at Petals, but the wind was so bad that I knew you wouldn't be able to hear me. So let's take a look at what I got. This is my birthday rose that I picked up. This is Do Share, and it's a beautiful little white fragrant rose. It only gets about 3 feet high. And this one is Marie Pavier. Now I only got one birthday rose, but I went ahead and got a couple more too. Marie Pavier is gorgeous. Light pink, low growing, about 3 feet as well. This is Buff Beauty. It's a beautiful light peach color and it's very fragrant. It's a hybrid musk, so it has that musk scent, very wonderful fragrance and beautiful. So I had an autumn damask planted in like my herb border because I wanted to use it for it's one of the highest fragrant roses. I wanted to use it to make beauty products. Well, it never bloomed. I had it for 4 years. Never once bloomed. So we dug it out and I'm going to replace it with this Buff Beauty. I think that will really be pretty paired with this eucalyptus that I got. I got another eucalyptus. I have one in the herb garden and it died 2 years ago and I just haven't replaced it. So this is going to be beautiful with that peach color of the Buff Beauty. That's going to be a gorgeous combination. I've been wanting to add citrus trees to my collection for a long time. And when I was at Petals today, they had some 1 gallon citrus trees in stock. And they're usually about 50 bucks for a 3 gallon sized citrus tree. And these were 25. They had 3 of the ones that I've really been wanting available in the 1 gallon size. So I grabbed those today. This one is Cara Orange. This is my absolute favorite orange. It's almost, and I think it is, a cross between a navel orange and a grapefruit. Kind of has that texture that a grapefruit does, but the flavor of a very sweet navel orange. This is my favorite navel orange. And And I was so happy to see that he had it available in a 1 gallon, because $25 versus $50, you know, I can budget for that. So I was super happy to see this one there. And I got a Meyer lemon. I've always wanted to get a Meyer lemon. So Meyer lemon is the best lemon in my opinion. And I got a Persian lime. So I'm super excited to have these three: my orange, my lemon, my lime. The other two that I want to add is a Satsuma, which, if you don't know what a Satsuma is, it's kind of like a cutie, those little cuties that you buy in the grocery store. It's like a little, not a mandarin, not a tangerine. It's like a little cutie, but it's so good. So I want to get a Satsuma, and I want to get a kumquat, a sweet kumquat. You know, I would love to have one of everything, but those were my top 5. And I was able to get 3 of those today, so I was super happy about that. And I got, so you saw my 3 roses, my eucalyptus. Oh, I got a raspberry. This is candy red raspberry. And raspberries are really hard for us to grow here in the South because they do not like our heat and our humidity. They grow okay, but they do not produce fruit very well because they do not like that heat and humidity. I picked up one today. All I need is one because they're so fruitful. I picked up one today because I want to grow this one for the leaves, for raspberry leaf tea, which is really good, has a lot of high medicinal properties in it. So I wanted to get this and grow it just for the leaves. If I get some berries, hey, that is a plus. But I really want to grow it for the leaves. And I've got a spot that I'm going to plant it on the other side of this greenhouse where it will get some sun, but it'll kind of be shaded a little bit in the afternoon. And I'm going to see how well it'll do right there. I'm excited to have my own raspberry leaves to make raspberry leaf tea. And I saw this one pack of ranunculus bulbs laying there on the porch. Aren't those colors magnificent? So I picked it up. I have never ever grown ranunculus before, but I absolutely love it. Every time I see all of these flower farms, my friend Beth at Crowley House grows ranunculus, and they are just breathtaking. Every time I see her ranunculus, I just woo over them. But I have never grown them, and I thought it really was too late to try to plant them, and it may be, I'm not really sure. But what I'm going to do, Lacey and I talked about it, I'm going to plant these in a pot where I can kind of manage it, and I'm going to see how well they do. I don't even know if they're going to come back. It says they're hardy in zones 3 to 8, so I don't know if they're going to come back for me or not. I'm excited to give these a try and just see what happens. I love to experiment. This is something I have never grown. If I am successful with this, you better believe I'm going to be growing a lot of it. I have a few hours to work out here in the greenhouse, and I have some very exciting seeds that I'm going to be starting. I can't wait to share with you. Before we get started, look at all of my little seed babies out here. Got spinach, some radishes back there, broccoli, cabbages, cauliflowers, kohlrabi, more cabbages and beets back there, kales, Swiss chard. Up here I have a few herbs from our seed collection, a couple of echinaceas, some yarrow, some hyssop. These are teeny babies, but I've got a little oregano coming up in there. Some foxgloves. These are apricot. They're so pretty. Over here I have sweet alyssum. These are plants that I bought. Those are rosemaries, more foxgloves, rosemary. Here I have some cosmos that's coming up. And there's a lot more in the house on my germination mat and under my grow lights. So we're started. Growing season has begun. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw last week where I got my seeds in from Floret. Yay! If you are a flower farmer, then you probably definitely know who Floret is. If you're not a flower farmer, her name is Erin, and she has a flower farm in Washington in the Skagit Valley. I think that's how you say it. But anyway, she had a cut flower farm, and she specializes in breeding beautiful cut flowers. Well, she's been working on breeding these gorgeous collections of zinnias and dahlias and celosia for years now to get these fabulous colors, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. She realized as a flower farmer that she couldn't get the color palettes that she really wanted to be able to grow and to offer to her customers. Those softer, more pastel, more blush colors. So she began this breeding program and came up with some fabulous collections. As soon as the collections came available, I got online and ordered them. I had an alarm set to remind me of the day and the hour and the minute and the second that these were going to come available, because I really thought that she was going to run out of stock quickly, but she didn't, because they've been preparing for this for years. Let me just show you the ones that I chose. First of all, you get this beautiful little book. This is her original collections, and it tells all about her farm. Look at the photography in this book. Isn't that beautiful? There's so much good information in here, like seed starting basics, seed sowing step-by-step guide. So this is a really, really beautiful little book. Tells all about each one, about the dahlias, about the zinnias, about the celosia. It's just beautiful. And she sent this pretty postcard. And then my seeds. So I have, ooh, that sun's coming right in on me. I ordered 1 pack of the dahlia seeds. This is Bee's Choice. I've never grown dahlias before, never. My zinnias that I ordered 3 different zinnias. This is Victorian Wedding. See the color palette on these? This is Precious Metals. Isn't that beautiful? She said that like as these dry, they turn on the bottoms of them like this lavender metallic kind of color. I cannot wait to see that. And then this is the unicorn mix. Look at the vibrant colors on these. My celosias that I ordered 3 of those, and this one is rose gold. And I'll be honest, I've never grown celosia before either. I've got multiple packs of seeds of it, and I've just never made room for it in my garden. So I'm really excited to grow these new things. This is Sponge Sugar. Look how beautiful that is. And Pink Chenille. Aren't these just gorgeous? I cannot wait to grow these. I didn't know anything about Floret till about 2, maybe 3 years ago now. I'm not a flower farmer, so I had no idea who she was. And Jason at Cog Hill told me all about her and showed me this beautiful book that she has. She has a couple of books out, and this one was The Cut Flower Garden. Well, in the mail, like about a month or so later after I had went to Jason and Brooke's house and did a little design consultation with them, about a month later, I got this book in the mail, and it was the Floret Cut Flower Garden book, and it was from Jason and Brooke. And I was so excited about that because the book is just beautiful. And even though I'm not a flower farmer, I love flowers. I love anything that has to do with plants. I love everything. So I was super excited to learn more about the cut flower garden world, and I truly, truly enjoyed that book. And after he sent me that book and I read it, I just become a big fan of Floret. And she makes you want to be a flower farmer. If you don't know who Floret is, you have to go check her out. She has a YouTube channel, and right now she just put out over a month ago now this beautiful documentary all about how these lovely zinnias, celosia, and dahlias were bred. The whole process of how she created these. And it's just a beautiful documentary. You should go check that out, first of all. But she also has a wonderful YouTube channel with a lot of information and education and beauty. And she has a gorgeous Instagram page. So you should definitely go follow her there. I don't know her personally. I'm just a big fan, and I want to support her in what she's doing because she is changing the game with these colors in the cut flower world. And I am super excited to grow these this year. So I'm going to get some of these seeds started today, and while I do, I thought we'd have a little chat. Tomorrow, which is February the 23rd, will be my birthday, and I will be 53 years old. 53 trips around the sun, and I feel extremely blessed. I have had a very blessed life. God blessed me with my soulmate, my best friend, and the love of my life when I was in high school. We were high school sweethearts, and we dated for 4 years, and we've been married for 33 years. Yeah, this year will be 34 years. So we've been together most of our life. He is just my love. So I am super blessed by that. I know that not everybody in this world is blessed with a man that loves him like Gene loves me. So I am so grateful and thankful for him. I have 2 very handsome boys who I love and adore, and I was so fortunate that I was able to stay home with my boys when they were young. As a child and as a teenager, the only thing I ever wanted was a career. I was very career minded, and that's what I wanted. And when I had Chase, my first son, all of that changed. And more than anything, I just wanted to be a good mom. And we made a choice for me to put my career goals aside and to stay home with my children. Now, when they were young, I did finish my degree. Actually 2 degrees. We both were in college when we were having babies. Gene worked full-time, I worked for a little while, and it was just a lot. So we made that decision for me to quit work and stay home with my babies. I did finish school, but I was able to stay home with my babies and raise them until they went to school, and even way after they started school. I stayed home and was very involved in all of their activities and in everything that they did in school and in sports. And I'm so grateful that I had that opportunity to do that. I know many women do not have the option or the opportunity to be able to stay home with their children when they're young. And those are very precious moments, and you only get them once. So I'm so grateful that I was able to stay home with them, and I'm not downing any mother who was not able to stay home with their children. In fact, I commend you, because I'm sure that was so hard. I couldn't imagine doing that and working a job. So I chose to set my career goals aside and to just focus on my family. And I am so glad that I did that. Best decision I probably have ever made. And you know, it wasn't easy. It was hard, because that was a big dream and goal that I had always had. The reason I'm sharing this with you today is because I want you to be encouraged. If you're that young mother who has laid her dreams aside to be there for her children and her husband and to raise her family, if you've had to lay your dream aside because of finances or because of a divorce situation or whatever your reason is, if you've had to lay dreams aside and you think that you're never going to be able to pursue them, I want to encourage you, because maybe, you know, you're just having to temporarily lay them aside. Maybe in the right season at the right time, God will resurrect that dream for you, the opportunity to make that dream happen. Right now you're in this season, but it doesn't mean you're going to be there forever. And maybe you're just having to bury it for a little while, but in due season, God will resurrect your dream for you. That's where I'm at right now. I am in my 50s and I am pursuing goals and dreams that I've always had for my life that I buried for a little while, but they have been resurrected now. In the past, I would say my mid 40s, God started resurrecting those dreams in me and opening up doors of opportunity and making things possible. And I watched this documentary on Martha Stewart, and I'm so inspired by her. She made some mistakes, she made some bad choices, but who hadn't? I mean, everybody has made mistakes and bad choices. All of the great heroes of the Bible made some really bad mistakes and bad choices, but that's not what God looks at. He looks at your repentance and your heart. And anyway, I watched this documentary on her, and she's such an inspiration to me. She is in her 80s, and she was just on the edition of Sports Illustrated in a bathing suit. She just finished her 100th book. I have a goal to write a book. I just want to write 1 or 2 books. She just finished her 100th book. She didn't even start her business, which she has a I don't know if it's a multi-millionaire business or multi-billion business. I don't know what she has, but she's got a big business. And she didn't even start it till she was in her 50s. Now that is encouraging for me. I am in my 50s. I started back on my career path and my farm goals in my mid 40s. And I still have so many more things that I want to accomplish and that I want to do. And sometimes I get a little discouraged and feel like, gosh, I'm already in my 50s. I should have already done these things. I should have had this checked off my list and this checked off my list. And I should already be at this place in my life and in my career. But no, you know, I chose to stay home and take care of my children, and be there for my children, for all of their events, for everything that they do, be involved, be, you know, an attentive wife to my husband. And I chose that. I chose to lay that aside, and I'm very thankful that I did. But like I said, God has resurrected those dreams and those goals in me now, and I'm pursuing them. And that's why I just want to encourage you today. Again, if you have laid something aside, if you have laid a dream or a goal aside for whatever reason it may be, I want to encourage you that not to give up. Don't give up on your dream. Do not. If it is something that you truly are passionate about, if it's something that you truly want, if it is your purpose, then God will resurrect that in the right season and make it possible for you. So I just wanted to encourage you with that today. I just feel like there was somebody out there who might need to hear that. Don't give up on your dream. So on my 53rd trip around the sun, I'm feeling very, very blessed. God blessed me with the love of my life, 2 very handsome boys, a amazing daughter-in-law, I don't even know how to explain my grandson, Cooper. He's just my sunshine. They can call me or FaceTime me. He FaceTimes me. He's only 9 months old and he FaceTimes us. He can FaceTime us, or they can just send me a picture for the day. And I'm gonna tell you what, it just lights up my whole entire day. I just love that kid so much. I'm blessed with a wonderful future daughter-in-law, and she has 2 very sweet children. I still have my mom and Jean's mom and dad, and I have a precious nephew who I adore, my brother and sister-in-law, and Jean's sister Jewel and Dana and her children, and I have a lot of wonderful friends and family. God blessed us with this farm, which has been our dream for just about our whole marriage, was to have a beautiful piece of property, a lovely farm that we could build together. And I don't know, y'all, I'm just blessed. You know, life hasn't been perfect and easy for me, just like it hasn't been for anybody. We've had a lot of downs and a lot of ups and a lot of you know, tragic situations, and just like everybody else in the world. But God has always been faithful. He doesn't, I was sharing this with somebody the other day who was really down and asking why God let these things happen to her. She didn't deserve them. And I shared with her something that we had been through as a family, and I told her I asked God the same question. I had a revelation moment at that time in our life that God didn't do this to me. He doesn't do bad things to people. He doesn't make bad things happen. He loves us more than we can even fathom or imagine. It's not him who does bad things to people. It's the devil. It's the enemy who does bad things to people. God promises that he's going to be there to walk through everything that we go through. He's going to be there to walk through it with us. He's going to be there to hold our hands and to hold us up and to get us through every situation. And you know, I was just sharing this with that person the other day, because we all have tragic things in our life. We've all lost people that we love and have a hard time living without them. We've all had different situations in our life that were just unfair, that hard and unfair and not right. And you know, we just have to remember that it's not God who caused those things. It's God who's going to walk through those things with us and hold us up and help us get through those things. So I did not mean for this to be a preachy video, and I certainly didn't mean to get all emotional and teary-eyed. I meant for this to be just an encouraging video. I wanted to encourage y'all today on my birthday, and I want to start these seeds together. Okay, I'm just now making labels. I hope this has encouraged you today, whatever you're going through, whatever season of life that you're in, whether you're that young mother who's laid down her dreams to raise her family and support her family, or you're that 53-year-old who hasn't reached her goals and her dreams yet. Don't give up. Do not give up. Hang on to your dream, because I believe at the right season, at the right time, God will resurrect that opportunity for you to make your dreams true. All right, y'all, I'm going to get these seeds started, but thank you so much for celebrating my 53rd birthday with me. God bless you, and I will see y'all on the next video.